everybody, this is Dan for GemmyD on Cars. Now today we have with us is a C5 Corvette. This is a 1999. I borrowed this car from a place that is near my construction project called Village Autoplex. Now I will show some clips of that place once we get back to the place, but let's take a look at this Corvette. Now when you think about American cars, what comes to mind? Corvette, a Mustang, maybe a GT, a Ford GT. This car has got to be on the Mount Rushmore of American cars, and it's worldly renowned for being one of the best American cars. I mean, starting with the first generation in 1953 and all the way up to the C7. This is a C5, but there's been two generations after. This car has been legendary in American car culture, and it always will be. Is a Mustang ever going to look like this or this? I mean, a Ford GT40, you know, beat Ferraris back in the 60s, but it's been around for over 50 years and it's not going anywhere. So let's take a look at this car. Alright, now first we're going to talk about the exterior styling of this car. Now Corvettes have always been a two-seat, front engine, rear-wheel drive car, V8 power. This one is the LS1. I mean, any time in the car tuner scene you hear a LS swap, so it is an absolutely legendary engine, the LS. This car has the LS1 engine. I think the Z06 version of this car is the LS6. You've got the rear end with the quad tail lights and the quad exhaust tips. It's always been a staple of Mustangs. I think the C5 version is a nice blend of performance and looks. I mean, look how big the rear clamshell is. But this car is this generation of Corvette started in '97. This one's in '99, and this was the first year they had this. They called it a hardtop, but they call it a fixed roof coupe. You've got some air ducts there on the side. You've got the classic 5-spoke wheels. These are offset. These are 17-inch, and those in the back are 18-inch. But yeah, sort of a holdover design from the 80s is the flip-up headlights, which I think fits this car. You always have the front license plate there, but look how low this is in the front. I mean, this car itself is only 44 inches high. Now, the Ford GT40 was always called that because it was 40 inches off the ground, but this car is low and wide, and I mean, you basically feel like you're sitting on the ground when you get in the car. Such a long overhang of the hood, but I mean, you've got that monster engine in there. So I think the C6 was sort of an evolutionary design of this car, but I think the C7 is genuinely the first excellent looking car. I think this is a very good looking car, nice sporty feel to it, but I think this was a good step in the right direction for design. I mean, you've got the character line right there coming out of the vents coming out of the front wheels. But overall, I think it's a good looking car. Having driven this car over here, I mean, it is a pussycat to drive. It is very easy to drive. This one being a stick, I didn't stall it at all. I mean, the clutch is firm, but it's not bad on the bite point. Now, the Corvettes have always had circular taillights up until the C7 generation, which I think was a nice change in the design. Alright, now we're going to take a look at the interior styling. You've got a nice sill plate here that says Corvette, finished in chrome. Oh, I really got to step low to get in. Alright, I had to turn on the car. It is like 95 degrees outside already. But now moving on the inside. Now, if I'm completely honest, the interior is nothing special. I mean, it's a lot of hard plastic, but who cares? You've got a giant V8 in front of you and the road ahead of you in a big rear-wheel drive car. It's okay. It's not the greatest interior I've ever seen. It got nice leather seats, and these seats are definitely comfortable and hug you when you're driving this thing on the road. But yeah, you've got a 200 mile-per-hour speedometer. The thing goes all the way up to 6,000 RPMs. I mean, the shifter is very nice. I've got the car on right now. I wouldn't call it a short throw, but it's definitely a sweet feeling shifter. Nice solid feel. You can get it in the gears easily. You've got a simple layout here for your controls. all these controls are classic Chevy of the time. I mean, this is a 1999 car that's been out for 19 years for now, so this is what every Chevy has ever looked like from that generation. But you're not buying this car for the interior quality. You're buying it for the big V8 and the performance. So it's not bad. You've definitely got some gauges here that'll go over your fuel and your trip options right here, which is a nice thing. So let's get this thing out on the road and have you hear this big V8. So I'll see you in a minute. All right, here we are on the inside of the Corvette, and now I'm going to start it up. So take a listen. Oh yeah, so good. I mean, there was one thing to talk about the styling, but you cannot deny the sound of this engine and the performance. Now, I've been driving this car. Oh, something's up. Door ajar. Now, I've been driving this car for maybe 20 minutes, and I'm already used to the clutch. I gotta be honest, I was a little intimidated when I first got in this car, having never driven a Mustang before, but the clutch is very nice. It's not bad at all. It's not too firm. It's got a nice, it's firm, but it's not, I mean, this is a Corvette, this is a performance car. It's not too soft. I mean, I learned to drive stick on a 1990 Toyota Camry, and that was the softest clutch ever. I mean, anybody can learn to drive on that, but this clutch is very nice. It's kind of a different feeling, like sitting so low to the ground, because this car is low. At all times, you're reminded of just how good the engine sounds. I mean, just listen. On the roads and see how this puppy goes. We're gonna go on the highway and give her a little rip, see how she sounds. I'm almost gonna do the same exact route that I took when my buddy Jason and I did a Tesla Model 3. If you notice, that spot back there was where we did it. I cannot imagine what a current take Corvette with 450 horsepower with another 100 horsepower, or a Z06 with 300 more horsepower. I cannot imagine what that would feel like. It would just be insane. I mean, this car has 345 horsepower. It's enough. It's more than enough. All right, we are rapidly approaching the point in the video where I'm gonna drive like a maniac. It's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna give her the beans. Kicks when you shift, but that's all you need in life, is to rip it on the highway in an American V8. It's hard to take the smile off my face. That's all you want in a car, is to put a smile on your face, and I think this car adequately does it. Alright, so I want to just switch over to the POV view, kind of just to get a look at how this car looks when you are driving this way. Can't say I've ever driven a manual car with the camera in my hand, but it ain't too bad. So yeah, if you could see what I was talking about earlier, you could see the big haunch of the hood as you're driving it all the time, just kind of reminding you what this car has. Yeah, it's pretty amazing how low the RPMs are in the rev range when you get through the gears. I mean, this car is a 6-speed manual, but I'm in 4th gear, going 40 and not even 2,000 RPM. Yeah, I'm just kind of surprised how much of a sweetheart it is. Sure, you can get on it and hoot about and, you know, go about your fun, but it's very easy to drive, very easy to get used to how to place it on the road, being a wide car. But yeah, I'm impressed with this car. I could totally see this being a Sunday driver. Take it out for a spin, take your wife out, just go for a drive. I could see that easily. I talked before about the interior. I don't care. I don't care that it's hard plastic. I don't care one bit. All I care about is this is a nice car to drive. Handles very decently. It feels very firm, very planted on the road. I mean, more do you want out of a car? Not much. A car that puts a smile on your face, that's all you want. This definitely fits the bill. Alright, so this is going to bring my time with the 99 Corvette to a close. I mean, driving this car, you're basically driving a piece of American history. You're driving a slice of car culture in this car. Very impressed with the power, like I said before, the sound, the performance, and the looks. So, hope you enjoyed this video. Hit that subscribe button, hit that big thumbs up button if you like this video, and I hope to see you on the next one. See ya. Now, before I end this video, I borrowed this car from a guy named Mike at Village Autoplex. Now, this place is at the corner of 997 and Route 11 in Chambersburg, and he's got all types of used cars. As you can see right here, Village Autoplex. That's what his place is called. Now, here is the Corvette that I just drove. Check this out. This is a 1967 Pontiac GTO. Never restored. It's fully original. It's absolutely stunning. I think Mike may take me for a ride in this puppy someday. But I am going to do a review on this. This is a 2000 Miata. Look at this little thing. Stick. Gonna check this thing out eventually. But yeah, check out this GTO. It is a 4-speed manual. I hope to take a ride in that thing someday. So, if you are in the market for a used car in Chambersburg, Pennsylvania, please go see my buddy Mike at Village Autoplex. He's the guy. I want to thank him for letting me take out his Corvette for a ride. It was an awesome car. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.